I'm Callie Kozlowski, and I'm the Executive Vice President here at AMAUT.
Great. We appreciate you all for taking time out of your night to learn more about AMA. We're going to move pretty quickly here, but if you have any questions, please stick around after this meeting to speak with our team. So first off, what is AMA? The answer to that question centers around our mission to provide extracurricular development, relevant industry experience, networking, internship, and employment opportunities to help our members develop into their best professional and personal selves. We represent our collegiate chapter, but involvement also extends far beyond campus, as we have the chance to network with the professional chapter in Tampa Bay and professionals from across the world. Most of tonight will focus on our chapter itself, so we'll start with an overview of our teams. We operate AMAUT like a real business, which means we continue to implement best and next practices to bring you relevant and useful learning experiences. This graphic gives you an overview of our teams, which include communications, programming, membership, finance, agency, partnerships, and research. And you'll learn all about each of these teams tonight. I'll pass it off to our EVP, Callie, to tell you a bit more about the opportunities we have for you.
Yeah, so how can AMAUT help you? Why are you here? So every Wednesday, we'll be here. Probably not in this room, but you'll see on the emails and on social media just to keep up to date with our room changes. But what AMA is we bring in a lot of keynote speakers, we do workshops, networking, and we promote internships and jobs. I've personally got 2 of my internships all because of AMAUT, and I'm very thankful to be in this position and help you guys achieve your internship goals and career goals. And you can join a team, learn hard skills. It's a really big thing on your resume, especially coming in as a freshman, coming out of high school. You want to really stand out on your resume compared to everyone else at UT. They'll definitely develop those hard skills, and AMAUT is here to help with that. Additionally, you can lead a team and learn soft skills like communication, hard work, etc., integrity, and also practitioner. So put skills to work and gain real-world work experience. That's what we're all about here at AMAUT. As Kenny mentioned, we operate as a real business, and we treat it as a real business.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. I'm a junior marketing major, and I'm also the vice president of programming at AMAUT. And sort of building off of what Callie and Kenny said, I want to share a little bit about what we do to support AMA's mission. So in the past, we've had professionals from Publix, PDQ, Diamond View Studios, Darden Restaurants. That's from last semester, in addition to the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is a big hit. And they will actually be returning again this semester along with some other big names and some big companies. Additionally, you may also have the opportunity to represent AMAUT at a national level, as we did here this past March in New Orleans at ICC. And additionally, we were also awarded the Event Marketing Marketer of the Year of Tampa Bay, which is really cool because we actually competed against the Buccaneers and we beat them in that category. So overall, you really get to network with a lot of amazing people, and you really get to build your skills outside of the classroom. And for the future of AMA, we're working to succeed in our guest speakers and trying to get our members exposed to the greatest things that we possibly can.
Now I'd like to introduce our faculty advisor, Professor Beaver.
Okay, everybody gets $5 for a class. All right, that's good. I just want to talk about myself just very briefly. I've been an entrepreneur since I've been like 11 years old, and I really believe in just being very proactive and going after things in life and being adventurous and really trying to live a really great life. And so I started out as an entrepreneur, and I started my own business when I was about your age, and I ran it successfully for 10 years, and then I sold it. And then I went to work for a company called Mars Incorporated. If you've ever eaten Snickers or M&M's or Twix or any of those things, I worked on all those brands. And I worked with some of the most brilliant business people and marketers all over the world. It was an incredible 25 years almost that I spent there, and it was really great. However, my dream in high school was to teach and write. And so I never lost that dream. My wife was a teacher, so I continued to go to school. Mars got paid for my postgraduate school. And so I've been teaching for 8 years. I've taught at USF and I've taught here. But I come to you as a practitioner, someone who has worked in the business world their entire life, who understands from the hiring side of the desk what employers actually want from you. So I'm going to share a few things with you and give you an opportunity to really get into my mind a little bit and understand if I'm if I'm a hiring manager, excuse me, and you are coming in to interview with me, I want to let you know on the 4 things that I look at when I'm going to hire you. One of the first things I look at is your formal education. It's very, very important. When you come to UT, this is a liberal arts university. So what we're trying to do is, first of all, we want to have you have a little science, a little history, a little literature, a little of this and that, so you're an interesting person. After that, you do your lower core courses that you have to take. When you get into your upper core courses, then guess what happens? You get to pick electives. So if you know what you want to do, you can pick those electives that are very tailored to exactly what you want to do when you get out of here. That's very important because when I interview people, I ask them what courses they took and why they took them. So if you said, I want to be a digital marketer, I took digital marketing and I took brand development, and you took things that were very specific to this, I clearly see that you were serious about training yourself in an academic way to be prepared for this job. Now that's one thing. The second thing is work experience. Companies used to have a lot of money to bring people in and train you over a very long period of time. It wasn't uncommon for companies to hire you with no experience and for you to come in and then spend a year or 2 training you and investing a lot of money in you. That's gone. Companies don't have the time or money to do that. They need you to come into the company and already have work experience. What does work experience tell us? You went out and found a job of some kind. You were given some task. You showed up. You figured out a strategy to deal with the challenges that you were given, and you got some kind of results. So it's very critically important that you have work experience. One of the missions of AMAUT is to give you real-world work experience. I have been getting calls from some of my former students recently, and they have told me, hey, Professor Green, the job market's getting really rough out there. My company's firing people, they're not hiring anybody. Can you give me some advice? And so I just want to let you know that you may be graduating into a market that is not all that employment friendly. But guess what? There are always jobs for people who are ready and are very, very talented and are hitting on all 4 of these things that I'm going to talk about. So you need to get work experience. Some of the people that are going to come up and talk to you today, in AMA, the leaders, they're going to tell you how you can get a good deal of work experience right here in AMAT. Hard skills. Do you know your college diploma here? It's a macro credential. What does that mean? It's a 4-year thing where employers say, okay, you went to school for 4 years and you passed all your courses and you got your degree. So that tells us 2 things. You finished things, and number 2, you actually have a body of knowledge. But guess what? It's theoretical knowledge for the most part. You know what to do, but you may not know how to do it. Hard skills are micro-credentials. Micro-credentials are things that you do, very short bursts of learning, where you can learn something, get certified in, and then go to work and practice it right away. Unless you do that, you will be very one-dimensional. You'll know why you should do something, but you probably won't know physically or actually how to execute it. So we teach a lot of hard skills in AMAUT. When you come in and are a member, you can learn hard skills. But when you become a team member and you get put on a team, we encourage you to do extracurricular, out-of-classroom training that leads to certifications that people who are hiring are looking for. They want you to have your macro credential and your micro credential. The last thing are soft skills. These cannot be taught in a classroom. I don't care how good of a professor you are, a teacher you are, you cannot teach this. What are soft skills? They're people skills, they're collaboration, they're leadership, they're innovation. They're things that are very creative, and you can't learn them by reading a book. If I were to tell you, if all of you were 5 years old again, and I said, I'm going to teach you how to ride a bike, and I handed you a book written for 5-year-olds, say, here, read this book written for 5-year-olds. It tells you how to ride a bike. I guarantee in a week, if I came back and pulled you off, none of you could ride a bike. You have to actually experience this to get soft skills. When you get interviewed, we are looking at you in 2 ways. We're looking at you, can you do the current job we're looking for? And do you have potential to move ahead in this company? Because you're not going to stay in that job. So if you develop soft skills, we see those leadership capabilities in you. We'd like to hear very specific things about you that you've done. One of the wacky things in people when they interview or on their resumes are, they'll say, I was an event coordinator. Good, what did you do? Well, I coordinated events. Yes, what were the results? Well, people came. Okay, well, what happened? You need to have actionable things that you've done, that you were given an assignment, you figured out what to do, and then you got the results that were supposed to be there. So AMA is dedicated to giving you the work experience that you need to be successful when you get out in the marketplace. Number 2, to have the hard skills that you need, and 3, soft skills. Now I'm going to do something very cruel. I'm going to pick out 4 people, and So I come in, I walk over here, and I go, hi, nice to meet you. And you come in, you're all happy, you interview, and your main qualification is you graduated from the University of Tampa and you have a bachelor's degree. Fantastic, congratulations. I go next to you and I go, okay, so what are your You're out of the room. What are your qualifications? I graduated from UT and I have significant work experience. Wonderful, congratulations. I go to you and I say, what are your qualifications? You say, I graduated from UT, I have extensive work experience and I have hard skills. Beautiful, congratulations. I go to you and you say, I have a degree from UT, I have work experience, I have hard skills, and I have soft skills. I am hiring you every day over these three people, every day. So I just want to let you know, as a business person who has sat on the hiring side of the desk in my own company, at Mars Incorporated, and also here at the university, that you cannot be average and be great as a job market. You can't. You have to be strong in your formal education. You have to gain some really significant work experience. You have to gain hard skills that you know not only what to do, but how to do it. And fourth, you have to have tremendous soft skills. So the people that are going to come up and talk to you right now are going to share how AMA delivers on all of that for you. And I just want to challenge you, if you are serious about your career and you can only be involved in one student organization, this is the one that you want to be in. All right?
So like I mentioned before, AMA UT has really helped me, has helped me, get two of my most recent internships. The most recent being at Publix, which was awesome. So we brought them in this past semester as a panel. And after networking with some and applying for the internship, I landed the role and was able to spend 10 weeks in Lakeland this summer with 60 other interns. I was able to present in front of the Publix CEO and president my specific project, which you see up there. I got to tour the dairy plant, the bakery plant, manufacturing plants, learn all about the business itself. And it was a really great opportunity, the best experience of my life, and that was all thanks to AMA UT. So I really mean it when I say AMA UT does help land you internships, helps shape your career, and I'd love to be a resource for you guys and help you out with that, and that's what AMA UT is going to do for you. I'm going to invite Reddy up here. She's going to talk about our Spartan agency.
Hello everyone, my name is Reddy and I am the VP of Spartan Agency. So I started being in the Spartan Agency my junior year, and then what really drew me to Spartan Agency was that we were able to work with real clients, and that's really important when you're trying to get a job in the real world. You need to have real experience, 1 to 2 years specifically, and that can be provided for you in Spartan Agency. So what we do is we have clients come in and we do a discovery session with them, and we understand what their marketing or business problem is, and we help come up with marketing strategies to help them solve whatever issue they're experiencing. And that's when, classroom experience really comes in handy. You might know all the marketing strategies and all the terms, but you really need to know how to apply them and actually solve problems in the real world. And it also helps you develop your soft and hard skills. We have leads in the Spartan Agency that can help you train in developing your hard skills, such as if you're on the website team, you learn SEO and SEM, which is like search engine stuff. And your soft skills, which is really just working with a team. We have a bunch of members, so really you need to know how to collaborate with people, how to be responsible for tasks, and understand how to communicate. And lastly, the agency is broken up into 4 areas. We have research, which is really the team that understands what the client is, their competitors, their market, really getting a full understanding of the brand so we can help them solve whatever problem they have. And then we have website, which is the most important part of a brand. Every website or every brand has a website now, so you really need to be having a really up-to-date website. It needs to be functional. It needs to be showing up in Google searches, all that. And then email, of course, is the most important. I would say it's how you communicate with your customers, how you get their attention, how you convert them to sales. And then social media, of course, because social media is really big nowadays. So we help clients build their social media, do advertising for them on social media and all that. And then we also do have a creative team that helps with creating video and photography for clients. That's part of the general AMA, and you can also learn more about that. But yeah, If you really want to gain some more experience within the marketing field, whatever major you are, if you're interested in marketing, the Spartan Agency would be a really good way to get that experience before you graduate. And if you want to apply, there'll be a QR code at the end where you can do a little form, and then we'll probably reach out to you, and from then on, you'll see.
Hey guys, my name's Trisha and I'm the VP of Comms here at AMA. So the comms team, we're basically the one that handles everything in terms of how we deliver our message to you guys, whether if it's email, social media, updating our website. And AMA really helped me gain leadership experience. So when I started out a year ago, I was just the director of email. So I was using HubSpot, which is just a platform that you can use to send out all types of communications. And after a year of doing that, I became now the VP of Comms. And I'm also the website lead in agency that Reddy was talking about, where we just help clients make their website more user-friendly and popping up in the top search results on Google. And some hard skills that I learned from thanks to AMA was one, HubSpot, but I also have certifications in Google Analytics and WordPress and so much more. In terms of internship experience, since March, I have been interning with Tampa Laundry Company, which you guys may or may not know, but they partner with UT to wash, dry, and fold clothes for students. And it's just a full service laundromat. So I was able to completely redesign their website from scratch. As you can see here at the top, that's what their website looked like before and then after. And it's just so much more user friendly. It doesn't glitch at all, which is a big problem that the first website had. And actually, just the first day of the website launching, the CEO, Amy, called me personally and told me how she was able to make a sale of like $1,000 from students being able to navigate the website. And in addition to doing website design and email marketing for her, this is a great networking opportunity. Amy invited me to an event where I got to hear from Damon John, which one of the judges from Shark Tank. And at the end, I was able to get a picture with him. So AMA is the reason why I was able to gain all these skills, all these experiences in just less than a year. So I strongly encourage you guys to join this organization, because sitting in class for 1 or 2 hour lectures is not going to get you the experience that you need to be actually able to go out into the real world and gain a job. So, thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Priscilla. So I am also our acting director of videography here for the creative team. So I'm just going to start off with a quick question. How many of you love being creative? Put your hands up. Okay, keep your hands up if you like to take photos. Keep your hands up if you like to take videos. Okay, that's good. Now keep your hands up if those photos or videos that you've taken can be used on your portfolio. See, look at how many hands go down. That's the thing. So with the creative team here, so the creative team, we are responsible for taking videos of our AMA events, photos of our AMA events, as well as doing graphic design work for our events as well, but we also have real world experience. In my case, or in this case here with the creative team, we do on-location video shoots. So some of these pictures here are from PDQ. So if any of you attended the PDQ event last year, we went on location to their building out by the airport, and we filmed their interview. Here, our top photo right here was when we filmed our new recruitment video on location here on campus. So not only through AMA that you can get these real world experiences by dealing with clients and being on location shoots, you can create photos, you can create videos, you can create graphics that can be added to your portfolio that companies are going to look at. Because I can tell you on my personal experience. My experience, video and school came in hand. I am a current camera operator for the Tampa Bay Rays, go Rays, right? And that experience came hand in hand. But I will tell you, from looking at jobs and just looking to see what's out there, a lot of companies will ask for your portfolio first before they look at your resume. And by being a part of the AMA creative team, you can create portfolio building materials that can help you land jobs in creative fields.
All right, so our finance VP is not here tonight, but we have all his contact information, so if you're interested, we can get you connected. But much like the creative team, the finance team is another great resource for majors outside of marketing to get involved at AMA. They track the essentials like our income and expenses, but also develop industry skills like budgeting, and you'll gain experience with financial accounting software like Quicken to immediately differentiate yourself as you enter the job market. I'm going to pass it off to Professor Beamer, who will tell you a little bit more about our research team.
Okay, so research. Do you know that all marketing starts with research? It starts with research because you have to look at your customer. First of all, you look at yourself, then you look at your customer. You figure out who are they, what do they want, what kind of product will help them, what kind of service will help them. Then you look at your competitors and you say, well, who's out there already providing a product or service? How are we better than them? We have to look at the industry. When they started to work with Tampa Laundry Company as a client last year, the first thing they did is went to a big database and pulled a 35-page report, and all of them became experts in running a laundromat and a dry cleaning service. So they had to learn how to do that. So research is incredibly important. You can learn skills like qualtrics. How do you do a professional qualtrics survey? How do you analyze it? How do you present it? How do you use that information to gain insights? So we have a very active research team within AMA itself. Actually, you all will receive a survey after this in the email, and it's going to say what did you like about it, what did you like about it, all the different things that you could possibly say. And we're also going to have you, once you do that, then you'll be able to, reply to the survey. But research is so very important, and if you don't know how to do it, then you need to learn how to do it. So if anybody's interested in being on our research team and getting involved in it, we'd really like to have you come. One thing that we're going to talk about right here is we are developing a skills database, and I'm going to let our VP of membership talk about it. It's something that has never been done. We've talked about this with the Chief Marketing Officer of Raymond James Financial and said we're going to build a skills database that we're going to put out into the marketplace. And he said, I have never heard of this before. This is cutting edge stuff. Amazing. So I'm going to pass that on and let Eliza tell you about that.
I think Eliza's actually the next slide. She'll be up there right after. But let me just tell you a bit about the programming team as well. So the programming team, we manage all of our events from logistics to execution while working cross-functionally with every single team. So like we already said, we really do run just like a business, and you have the opportunity to touch base in any sort of business field through AMA. But the programming team, as you manage these large events, not only do you get the experience of project management, organization, and communication, but you also get to network with some truly amazing professionals in Tampa Bay. So right now, my team and I, we are connected with Jeff Vinnick, who is the owner of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Freshman year me would have never thought I would even meet him, let alone work with him for something that he's going to be coming to UT to speak on behalf of AMA, which is just truly amazing. It's just a great way to really connect with people and earn real-world experience that you would never get just going to class every day. And now I'll pass it off to Eliza.
Hi, I'm Eliza Wachtel, and I'm the VP of Membership. Being a part of the membership team offers you a lot of really great skills and experience for your future. Some examples of these hard skills are human resource management, being able to help align our members with the interests and needs that they may have for their future. In addition to that, you get experience being a part of AMA, which is a national organization and looks excellent on anybody's resume. In addition to that, we also have a lot of soft skills such as, social media and being able to kind of be the face of AMA at all of our events. And that's a really useful way to kind of get yourself out there and expand on your experience. We also focus a lot on acquisition and making the process for new members to join AMA seamless. And for our current members, ensuring that it's, they're informed on everything when it comes to to our new events, making sure that all of their questions are answered and they stay on the loop and excited about what AMA has to offer. So like Professor Beamer said, we're starting the Skills Database, and Skills Database is a way in which AMA members will have an exclusive leg up to other people, even at UT and in the Tampa Bay community. And this database will allow you to put in your skills and experience and then be connected with job opportunities and various internships in the Tampa Bay community. So that's something we're really excited about, and it's something that we're starting this year. So if that's something you're interested in, then AMA is definitely a good way to kind of get into that in addition to all of our events.
All right, so in addition to all of those hard skills that you learned about through all of our teams, you also gain an experience to develop your soft skills. I just want to tell a personal story here. I joined AMAUT my freshman year. I was incredibly shy. I didn't really know too many people on campus, and AMA gave me that opportunity to really grow as an individual. I think if you told me that year that I'd be speaking in front of a group like this, or even at convocation, I wouldn't tell it to your face, but I'd probably think you were crazy. So I really credit AMA for really pushing me to grow as an individual. And Callie's going to tell you a little bit more. She joined her freshman year and is going to share her own story as well.
Yeah, so what he didn't tell you is that we met freshman year in Professor Beamer's Honors 101 class. And that's how we got connected with AMA. But, yeah, very different people, Kenny and I. And honestly, coming into UT was the same thing. I seem like I'm a very extroverted person, but I'm really not. I just kind of push myself outside of my shell. That's one of my goals. And yeah, AMAs really just gave me the confidence to become a better public speaker, to become a better leader, just a better student overall. I started off as an SME in social media, so I was on our comms team, and then worked my way up to rector, and then Kenny asked me to be his VP for AMA, and I gladly accepted that. Kenny and I also worked together last summer at True State, which internship we both got because of AMA. They came and spoke to us last year, so I'm just really fortunate to be in this position, and I have just truly transformed as a person as well. So I'm really happy that you guys are here.
Okay, so could I just have everyone raise their hand if they use ChatGPT or any sort of AI tool frequently? Okay, so not everyone, not that many of you. So it's a very low amount of people that actually do use these tools or are comfortable with them or know everything about them, but this is actually the future. Believe it or not, ChatGPT is not the only one out there. There are so many different AI tools. And we are actually having next Wednesday, September 13th, from 6 to 7 in the Grand Salon and Plant Hall. We're having the Senior Vice President of Quant Fusion, which is an AI company that helps businesses transition into artificial intelligence and how to use that to their professional benefits. We're having her come perform a workshop for our members, so that way you can learn a little bit about how to use that to your benefit in marketing or any sort of business-related thing. There's so many things that you can do with that, and it's so important that you learn. And so here's a QR code for you to register. We'll leave this up for a minute so you guys can register for that event next Wednesday.
But yeah, so just to recap, why should you join AMAUT right now? You'll gain 3 memberships in one. You'll gain access to industry-defining speakers, access to workshops, network with us, but also the Tampa Bay community and the global community, as well as gain internship opportunities. You'll get 2 to 3 years of work experience on our agency or on any one of our leadership teams. You'll acquire must-have skills that employers want today, develop soft skills, and make friends.
All right, so here it is. Here is a big giant QR code. If you're going to scan the QR code here tonight, it's going to be this one. So this will take you to our link tree. So on that link tree, there'll be an option. It's pretty well explained, but it says Join AMA. It's going to take you to Involve UT. And from there, that's where you can pay $65 annually. That's our fee to be an AMA. You can pay there, and then you'll remember, just show up to events, register in advance, and you guys are good to go there. But I encourage you to check out as well on our link tree. We have our recruitment video from last year. We have our social medias linked on there. Our registrations for future events will go on there. So definitely keep this resource in your back pocket. Additionally, when you join AMA, there'll be another thing on Linktree where you can join our Slack channel. That's how we're going to communicate with our members about event changes, etc. So definitely look at that as well. Oh, if you want to join our leadership team, as so many of us have come up here and talked about their stories and experience in the leadership team, we're going to be staying after so you guys can talk to us. If you have any questions or want to learn more, we encourage you to do so. We love to talk, so please come up to us. But additionally, you can fill out a leadership team interest form here on this link tree as well. And if you like the Sparring Agency, it's also an interest form on here. And Sparring Agency does meet separate from AMA meetings. Just want to preface that. They meet before this actually on Wednesdays from 4:30 to 5:30? Or 4 to 5:30? 4 to 5:30, excuse me. Also follow us on Instagram, plug AMA channel. Same QR code from before in case you missed it, but now I'd like to invite you guys to come up, speak to us. Megan's going to set up these little stands here. Our VP from each team will be there so you guys can talk, network with us. And like I said, please do. It's really important in marketing, just to let you guys know, like just market yourselves, and the first step to do that is networking. So please talk to us. We are students and humans too. We're not scary, I promise. Thank you all for coming. Otherwise.